Coming up on the stage right now is a guy that looks like the last guy, but with a beard. Everybody, please welcome to the stage, Russell Hamilton!
Oh shit.
Robbie was the only one back there when he goes, woo, looking for Robbie, and Robbie's just like, boo! I'm not ready! No, I was the one the guy like literally took an emotional dump on. He comes up to me and he's just like, well, I just want, yeah, no, not a problem. And then he goes, I have to go to my gay friend's karaoke right now. I'm like, dude, I don't know you. It was a weird moment for me. It was a very weird moment for me. Just like this one. Dude, I gotta stop cock-blocking myself. This is a fact. That's how I live. I think the biggest thing I ever do to cock-block myself is just speak in front of women. Just by opening my mouth, they're just like, well, I was gonna fuck you and now I'm not. You had a chance. I think the other thing I really do, this is all true. What I do is I mark wins prematurely. So once I know a girl wants to talk to me, I'm just like, well, my head, I've already fucked you. And it's bad, because it's like if you are an NFL team and you got a schedule and it's like the Bills, the Patriots, and the Raiders, and you just totally blow off the Bills and the Raiders because you're trying to bang the Patriots. And at the end of the season, you're like, I was never gonna fucking beat the Patriots. And you lost the Raiders and the Bills. You never got that shit. Ugh. I've been single for too long. No, seriously. I know I've been single for too long when I start doing, when I'm single for too long, I start having very irrational, I just start doing irrational things. Not like I'm irrational, I'm gonna go out and murder somebody. It's actually much worse than that. It's irrational, why don't I start a political argument on Facebook or some girl I don't know on Tinder, that sounds like fun. And it's never, it never goes, it's never a good thing. Within 24 hours or an orgasm, I regret it. You're like, why was I trying to convince a girl at Liberty University that Jesus was gay? No, he's gay, and he likes to go by the name Jesus the Faggot. What he does is stay, and you go to Liberty. It's a problem, man. It's a problem. If you're single too long, you do irrational things. This is 100% true. I got a drunk in public a couple weekends ago. Woo! We weren't cellmates. I didn't see you there. I was by myself and I kept giving the guards the hardest time. I was like, you guys see the Shawshank Redemption? You're pricks. You're the pricks. But I got the drunk in public, and it was so stupid because it was my fault. I was drunk and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go and talk to that cop, and immediately he arrests me. But the fact is, if I had a girlfriend, I would have never done that. If I had a girlfriend, I would have been a rational-minded person, be like, nothing good will ever come from this, and The only thing that could keep you from getting laid tonight, pretty much the only thing, is if you go up and talk to that cop. But for me, it was like, fuck it, like, I got nothing to lose. Let's see where this goes. It's hard, dude. It's hard being single. I think, like I hear my younger friends, I have a lot of younger friends that are undergrads, and I'll hear them talk, and they'll say things like, they'll be like, oh, this person's like really into me, I don't even know them. Like, they told my friend they think I'm hot. I think they're a stalker. Like, how serious is that? And I hear that like as a guy who like really needs, like an older guy who needs companionship, just like, and I just hear that shit and I'm just like, what are you fucking bragging right now? Like, I would do anything for a stalker, just somebody. I would totally take a stalker, like just be every day, just be thankful I have my, like, at least I have you, stalker. I can always rely on you to be there. As younger, I'd be like, oh, this is totally weird. I'd be like, now I'm like, damn you and your fucking bragging. I think the thing is when you get older, you need that, and it's like, at least a stalker to me is just like hope that in the future maybe I'll get laid. Like there's that hope, like, well, at least I could go to stalker. Like I might get murdered too, but I would still get laid. I actually had a stalker once, I swear to God. I had a stalker once, and she would text me like 6 months after I stopped texting. I was like very short with her, just like yes, no, like those kind of bullshit answers. And then she kept texting me and she would send me these paragraphs after paragraphs. And then she would start to pretend to be different people. Where she'd be like, hey, this is Zena's cousin. Zena's dad just died. Like, you should feel horrible for not texting her. Like, what the fuck is wrong? And then, like, I never responded for 6 months. And then one time she goes, I bet if I sent you a picture of my star, because I guess she doesn't want to cuss. Like a weirdo, but she's cool with stalking. I bet if I sent you star, you would respond. And my friend immediately takes my phone and he just goes, yes. And she sends me a picture of her in her granny panties. And I'm like, oh. But this is not even the weird part. The weird part is that was followed by an email from an email I figured that she made up of her brother being like, hey, we have political connections. You need to delete that email instantly because it could affect people that are running for office. I'm like, all right, that's a lie. It's definitely a lie. And then I'm just ranting about my stalker right now. It was actually a very strange experience for me because this is 100% all true. And I get this email from her. It's like 2 pages long. And to summarize the email, it went something like this. I was in a bad time because my boyfriend cheated on me, and when he cheated on me, he got HPV, and then he gave it to me, and he gave it to me, and then I thought I had cancer, and I was gonna have to remove these cells, and so I was gonna have to have surgery, and my dying wish was to have sex with you. Swear to God, 100%. How fucking went up? What the fuck? Thank you. I didn't respond. But the funniest part about the email was it started like that, and then it just went into another rant on how everything else in her life is going. Alright, I've gone on too long enough about that. I know, I did, because I'm a reasonable person. I don't think I could, I think it's different though, being like a chick. Like, if I was a girl, my like desire to be in a relationship would probably be twice what it is right now. Just because, like, I get like why like a girl is obsessed with marriage and like they will be in these long-term, terrible, toxic relationships. It's just so they don't have to shave their vagina anymore. And I get that. And I'm kind of cool with that. I feel like the hairy vagina is the self-imposed chastity belt of a relationship. Just a girl that stops shaving is just like, well, you know, no other guy is gonna see this anymore. I've accepted that. I mean, they can't keep it like a fucking like the rainforest, but they're not pouring like hot wax on it anymore. I hope that makes you feel uncomfortable with it. Just tell him it made me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand women. That great. I had a sister growing up, and I think I should have said it. Honestly, my sister growing up was a vegetarian pretty much my entire time growing up, and I will never forgive her for that. Just a fact. Because it was just like always these passive-aggressive comments about why eating meat is wrong. And it kind of started to wear on me, and now I'm like, morally I definitely want to be a vegetarian, but like that requires like preparing meals. My idea of, I'm just like, if the George Foreman can't do it, like fuck that, like I'm not doing it. But I still eat meat, and I get like grossed out by eating meat. Like a little, you ever like eat meat and you're just like it just gets you a little grossed out because maybe it was like a little undercooked or something, and not enough to like make you stop eating it because it's still delicious. But my sister, like I guess because of my sister, that had that effect on me. Well, now I'll just be eating a steak, and I'll just be like, I don't really like understand how this is any different than just eating a human. But it's still a steak, so I don't stop eating it. I just start rationalizing it in my head. I'm just like, well, I guess cannibalism, like, it really wouldn't be that bad. Like, there's no murder involved, and it tastes anything like steak. I'm kind of cool with cannibalism. Who is that? And shut up. Dude, I will, honestly, you're going to go home and jerk off tonight and you're just going to come on your own face. That's who you are. That guy that's just constantly like coming on his own face, just being like, how did I get there? Oh, I fucking hate myself. No, dude, I am a disgusting person. And I think like one of the, the one of the most, I'm so disgusting, like sometimes I eat asparagus, and then I just like, I'm like excited so I can smell my own pee later. It's like, this is gonna be awesome. But I think the most disgusting thing that I do, bar none, is just drink milk. You ever just drink milk and just be like, what the fuck am I drinking? What will make this cookie better? I don't know, the bodily fluids from a cow? What goes with good of a chocolate cake? Oh, goat's blood. Cheesecake? Man spit. But I guess drinking milk, they're like, it builds stronger bones, which I guess is good enough reasoning. That's good enough reasoning. It builds stronger bones and makes you healthier. So I guess by that same logic, if you were like, you know what makes bigger muscles and a bigger dick? Dolphin jizz. I would suck dolphin cock. Yeah. By that same principle, I'd be like, I guess I gotta suck dolphin cock. And it wouldn't be gay. It wouldn't be gay because it would be like, well, if I get bigger and jacked, I'd get more girls. And if I'm getting more girls, how can that sucking dolphin cock be gay? I think another weird thing for me about milk, though, is just like if I was like to compare the male orgasm to anything else, I would just compare it. I'd be like, it's like milking a cow. That's what it is. It's just one prevents mad cow disease, and the other prevents like rape, murder, and just every violent crime ever. Just mad men disease.